Hello, everybody out there in Facebook world. How are you all doing today? I am doing well. I had a very inspiring call with my coach today, and so I wanted to share that with you all. I'm going to quickly try to share this video on my other page if I can figure it out, so bear with me. So I have a couple of reasons for getting on today. Not sure if anybody has noticed, but I have kind of been missing in action lately. So I'm just going to quickly share this, and I'm going to tell you why I haven't been on, and I'm also going to kind of tell you what's been going on with me and what is going to be coming up. So give me a moment here. I have never shared this while I was on live, so I'm just kind of figuring it out. Promise it won't take me too long. Okay. So I'm also on my son's laptop because I don't have a laptop, and so yeah, I'm just not as quick, and I'm using one hand. So all right, I think I am all set. If you are joining, please say hi. I cannot tell who's on now unless you comment. So I'm sorry, this didn't work, so it's going to take me 1 second. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I did write myself some notes. A bug just flew by me. I did write myself some notes so I wouldn't forget what to say. So I've not been on lately. I've been struggling, and I didn't want to get on here while I was struggling because that can't be good for business. If I'm struggling, who's going to want to hire me? But there was a part of me that knew that it could be powerful for somebody if I did get on and share. But I was talking to my coach today and about my business and kind of what's been going on. And I have been struggling the past couple of weeks with my mindset. Just not really confident about, the business and where it's going to go. If you're joining, say hi so I know who's on. It won't show me anymore unless you guys say hi. So yeah, so I've been struggling with my mindset the last couple of weeks and really just questioning, if this is going to work, if it's possible for me to make $100,000 in my business this year. I feel like a lot of the things I've been doing haven't been working. I've put out lots of requests. I sent out emails to all of the women that were in my at my live event and everybody in my Facebook group, and I only got one response. And that kind of was a bummer. I was so excited about that event, and I thought it was really powerful, and it was really powerful. It was really powerful for me. It was me facing one of my fears. But I didn't get the response that I was expecting after, and it kind of threw me for a loop. This isn't the first time that it's happened, so it kind of was like this, like it was just all building on top of each other. So I've been trying to figure out what is holding me back. So I have been sitting at the computer the last couple of weeks just with a million ideas of what to do, but not really doing anything and not feeling confident in anything, and starting like a Facebook post or a blog post and then not finishing it, and then switching topics and then not finishing that one. So just little snippets of ideas and things, just being really unsure of what to do. Am I targeting the right people? Like, do I have the wrong niche? Or just really questioning everything. And I know that what's behind this is fear, but I have not been able to figure out what the fear was. What am I afraid of? What is holding me back? I know it's me. I know it's my thoughts, but I couldn't pinpoint it. And what was so powerful for me today while I was talking to my coach was that she was able to really pinpoint that fear. And she said it's everybody's fear, because when she said it, I was like, that is it. I had tears in my eyes because she understood what I have not been able to put into words. So the fear is finding out that I'm not good enough. So I've been telling myself lately that if this business doesn't work out, I'm going to be just fine, because I am very happy in my life. Now, it's true that I'm very happy in my life. However, she had me question whether I would be okay without this coaching business. So it really challenged me to think about what it really meant to me to be a coach. Well, I feel like I've been coaching for a long time, much longer than I've been certified. I tend to meet somebody for the first time and they kind of spill their guts out to me. I was getting my nails, I was getting a pedicure done with one of my friends a few weeks ago, and I got done first and I went over to the little drying station, I don't know what they call that. And there was a woman sitting over there who had just gotten a manicure, and I said hello. I started talking to her, and within a minute or two of me meeting her, she got into a story about why she was in town because she had lost 2 of her children 7 years ago, and she has never been able to visit their grave sites. And so she was here, and the next day she was going to, for the very first time, visit their grave sites. Now that doesn't happen to everybody that I know. And so I just tend to be the kind of person that listens and can, empathize with situations. And I can put myself in somebody's shoes, but I can also see things a little more clearly because I'm not in the situation. Anyway, so I feel like and then once I did get certified with coaching, I realized all of the ways that I had already coached myself before I knew these tools. So I won't be okay if I don't get to do this for the rest of my life. I truly believe that my purpose in this world is to reduce suffering for other people. I've always taken jobs of service. I've always enjoyed those things. I worked in nursing homes for years while I was going to nursing school. I worked in the hospital after that, helping people. And I really did like all of those things. In fact, working in the nursing home was one of my favorite jobs. But I never felt like it was it. It was my thing that I truly loved and was truly passionate about. But this is, and I know in my soul that coaching is what I need to do. So it was pretty powerful for me today to really be honest with myself and let myself know that I will be crushed if this doesn't work out. But it was also an opportunity for me to recommit to myself and recommit to my business that I will never stop coaching and I will never stop trying to reach my goals. So, the fear of not being good enough is enough to keep us stuck where we are. Now, the reason we are willing to stay in that space is not because it feels good, because it doesn't feel good to be afraid to fail and find out you're not good enough. However, what my coach pointed out to me was that you have hope. You can hold on to the hope that you are good enough. But if you really go for it and you go all in, you risk finding out that you're not good enough and losing the hope. So we're more willing to stay in this crappy feeling with hope than we are to go after it and risk having a crappy feeling with no hope. This is why everybody doesn't evolve and everybody doesn't start businesses and everybody doesn't reach all of the goals or their full potential, because it's not easy. It's not meant to be easy, people. It's not. We want it to be easy. I would love it to be easy. I would love to just say, I want to do this and have it all work out. But I am required to do work on myself in order to make that happen. Now, I'm not sure if anybody has read the last post that I made on this page, but that was in a moment of pure inspiration, and it was really raw and honest for me. See, I've been trying really hard to have unconditional love for everybody around me, but what I realize is that I need to start with myself. So giving myself unconditional love, which means I'm not allowed to beat myself up or be mean to myself at all. And that no matter what I do, whatever I fail at, no matter what happens, I'm going to lead with love for myself. When I can do that, I won't have any problem extending that love out to other people. So, that's also what's been going on for me. And so today I'm kind of learning how to incorporate that all together. Loving myself through this fear, loving myself to making $100,000 in my business, loving myself when I don't feel like doing it, and just letting it kind of be. So what came of my coaching session today were a couple of things. One, she challenged me to do 100 days of Facebook Lives. Now, in my own personal challenge of giving myself unconditional love, I've committed to a couple of different things. I've committed to a daily spiritual practice. I've committed to a daily yoga practice. And now I'm committing to this daily Facebook Live challenge for 100 days straight. I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but I know that it's going to, a lot of the times I'm going to be talking about my journey in unconditional love for myself and facing my fears. Hold on, I wrote some notes. I feel like I'm forgetting a whole bunch of things. But I'm not actually, so awesome. So my 100 days of Facebook Live journey, since I had no idea really what I was going to do or talk about, is going to be, I'm just going to take you along on the journey with me to find myself, because I feel like I'm not exactly sure who I am outside of being a mom, outside of being a wife, just me. But more so of me as a coach, the coaching me. What does that look like? Who is she? What is that going to evolve to be? So it's the journey of me finding myself, loving myself, and facing my fears. I've been facing a lot of my fears lately, personally and in business. I did a live event, spoke in front of a group of people, which is one of my fears, and I felt amazing afterwards. And more recently, I joined a singing group, a local singing group, and I committed to trying out for a solo part. I am not a professional singer. I have never sang in front of a group, and just the act of trying out was scary, and so I committed to doing it. Actually, I kind of committed to my son that I would do it because he really encouraged me to go for it, and I want to set a great example, and I don't want to not do things because I'm afraid. So one of the things I've been afraid of lately too is a fear of rejection. I've been kind of thinking that I might lose some of my friends with building this business. It takes up some of my time. I'm not as available. My relationships are changing. And I heard a podcast from the Life Coach School, which is where I got certified. And Brooke Castillo does a podcast. And it was all about rejection. And there was one of the things she said in there was so brilliant. A couple of things. One of them was that if you're not being your true self in order to save your friendships, then it's not a true friendship to begin with, because they really don't know the real you. And the other thing that I really loved, this was her quote by Brooke Castillo. I will not reject myself in order to prevent rejection from other people. What? That's crazy, right? Now imagine yourself doing that. Imagine caring more about your own opinion of yourself than other people's opinions. That's going to be something new for me, and I've been working on it, and I'm starting to kind of see it, and I gotta tell you, the little bits of it that I've gotten have been so freeing and so amazing. It feels so great that I really encourage you to find one area that you can really let go of the worries that of what other people will think and care more about what you think about yourself than they do. So, if you want to join me on this journey, I would love to have the company. I'm going to be posting 100 days in a row live on this page. Just got hit in the head. So you can, if you're watching the video, I think there's a button you can click to get notified every time I'm on live. But if not, you can just go to my coaching page and click that you want to receive all of the notifications, and then you will know when I'm live. But keep checking back if you're interested. It's bound to be a great journey with some ups and some downs, and who knows where it's going to take us. So if you want to know what it looks like to find myself, to love myself, and to face my fears, join me. I would love to have you follow along. All right, that's all I've got for today, and I don't know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow, but we'll see what the day brings. Okay, guys. Bye-bye.